I'm Captain Jonathan Masaki Jeroma, and this is the GrizCast for December 2007. And coming up on our show, we're going to take you to Fort Hunter Liggett, where the Japan Self-Defense Forces and the 1st of the 184th Infantry Battalion got together for Operation Rising Warrior. Also in the show, we're going to take you to San Diego, where you'll see the California National Guard responding to the wildfire threat that happened in late October 2007. And welcome back. You're looking at a vehicle that doesn't quite look American, and there's a good reason for that. It isn't. These are tactical vehicles used by the Japan Self-Defense Forces, and many of them were brought here for Operation Rising Warrior. Specialist Rich Stowell has more on what this operation is all about.
An historic training opportunity arose in early November as the Japanese Ground Self-Defense Forces 5th Brigade 27th Infantry Regiment arrived at Fort Hunter Liggett. Over 300 soldiers gathered at the parade field for Operation Rising Warrior 5's opening ceremony. This is the first time the Japanese Ground Self-Defense Force has trained directly with the California National Guard. Both commanders explained the importance of the event.
This bilateral exercise is intended to show the world that the soldiers of the United States Army and the Japanese Ground Self-Defense Force can work well as an integrated team.
Hoping that the Rising Warrior 5 will be very fruitful and enhance the training proficiency of both sides, assisting in the development of trust between US and Japan. Thank you.
This mission almost didn't happen because the 184th recently responded to the wildfires in San Diego.
I was asked to consider very carefully canceling Rising Warrior because of this state emergency. It did not take me more than about 2 seconds to emphatically say no.
Now that the two forces are side by side, soldiers are eager to learn about each other's culture.
I'm looking forward to getting some good training with the Japanese, showing them what we know, seeing what they know, and involving myself in their culture.
After the ceremony, the troops were able to relax and laugh together, knowing that they would spend the next 3 weeks sharpening their skills through intense field training.
Reporting from Fort Hunter Liggett, I'm Specialist Rich Stowell, 69th Public Affairs Detachment.
And after a few days of training together, the Japanese and the Americans came together for a final field training exercise, which culminated with an attack at a mountain village. It's easy to see that these Japanese Self-Defense Force soldiers are motivated to secure and take back this simulated remote village from an insurgency who has occupied the area. This does not come easy and without a fight from the insurgents played by 1st of the 184th Infantry Battalion soldiers during the final exercise of Operation Rising Warrior.
Because this type of environment they don't normally work in. So this gives them a really good understanding on how hard it is to be able to take a city like this.
Prior to this final exercise, the Japanese spent 2 weeks perfecting their tactical skills with guidance from the 1st of the 184th. Troops from the land of the rising sun say they are grateful for the training provided by the California National Guard.
The instructions and responsibilities we learned here especially helped me to be a better section leader.
The interaction with the Japanese was also beneficial for the 1st of the 184th soldiers.
This type of training will help us in order to perfect our skills as infantry soldiers.
Well, this has been great. First of all, Bravo Company's been on a pretty long break from the field since they got back from Iraq. So this is their first time in the field in about a year. And the fact that they got to train with the Japanese is not only a great training experience, but it's a bit of a novelty too. So that boosts morale right away, being it's our first training exercise, or field training exercise in about a year.
And what's amazing, again, like you heard the Adjutant General say, that this exercise almost didn't happen because of the wildfires that happened in San Diego. We're going to go back to late November when we saw a huge response from the California National Guard as many soldiers were called to duty as the wildfires burned on.
The forecast for San Diego here in late October should be the usual sunny and 70 weather report. But typical blue skies are being shrouded by plumes of black smoke bellowing into the air, as a Southern California city braces itself for the worst wildfires it will have seen in 60 years. Emergency rapid responders are converging on the flames, as is the California National Guard. In a matter of hours, firefighters and the Air National Guard begin tackling the blazes, while the Army Guard helps out in other ways.
Our soldiers are out here right now providing area security, preventing looting, and they're also assisting the sheriffs and fire department watching for flare-ups and fire.
You know, having the guard here is good for all of us, and we're very thankful you could make it.
Okay, we'll turn around and get out of here.
Within this one community they protect, the mandatory evacuations make it appear like a ghost town, with schoolyards empty and festivities put on hold. Burnt down homes show evidence of the destruction and the feeble fight to hold back the fire. The flames and smoke refuse to go out. Fueled by the Santa Ana winds, 4 major infernos have already ripped through San Diego County, causing massive devastation. So far, nearly 300,000 acres and approximately 1,300 homes have either been damaged or destroyed, and the battle isn't over yet. Always ready and always there, the National Guard's citizen soldiers are ready to do their part.
And everybody here is more than happy to go out. We'll spend 24 hours a day out there helping these people because they're our friends, our families, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers.
The Guard remains vigilant until this fire is put out and their fellow citizens are safe.
This is what the National Guard does. We mobilize quickly, we come here and support local civilian agencies, and we're doing it, and doing it well.
Reporting from San Diego, this is Sergeant First Class Paul Wade with the 69th Public Affairs Detachment.
And that's about it for our show for this edition of the GrizCast. But before we go, we want to tell you we're always looking for stories to cover. Please send us your ideas via the email address that's posted on your screen, and we'll try to do our best to get in touch with you. I'm Captain Jonathan Masaki Jeroma, and this has been the GrizCast for December 2007. Happy holidays.